Yesterday, we discussed Nick Shirley and how he has the IQ of a toaster. And I feel like he's indicative of the race to the bottom on the right in this country, where they're actively getting dumber and dumber by the day. And they're proud of that. They're proud of being stupid. It's like part of the right-wing movement is to be anti-intellectual, to be anti-science, anti-intellectual, to be anti-expert. There's nothing they hate more than expertise. Anti-media, but now they've turned that into our media is the good media, and it's a 23-year-old asshole who lies about everything, right? That's what Nick Shirley is. So Andrew Callahan did an interview with him, and without even trying, made Nick Shirley look like the fool that he is. He literally didn't even know the word benevolent. He said malevolent or something like that. I mean, this is a guy who said Elon Musk is the smartest man in the world and he protects us against fraud. Meanwhile, Elon has committed fraud countless times. He said Donald Trump is so great and he cares so much about the country. That's why he's not taking a salary, ignoring the fact that he's made like billions of dollars with a B since being in the White House, including scamming his own supporters with a crypto shitcoin. Okay? So the guy's a fucking dunderhead. There's nothing up here. Okay? Well, guess what? We have new evidence today of this race to the bottom. And this one right here, the video is so stupid that you have to see it to believe it. If I were to just tell you what was said in this video, you would go, come on, you're being hyperbolic. That's not, come on, you're stretching it a little bit, Kyle. That's not what actually was said. No, it is. You ready for this? So now I give you, what's this asshole's name? Mark Wayne Mullen, I think his name is, which, by the way, two first name have an ass to the max. Mark Wayne? Your name is Mark Wayne? What the fuck is that? Mark Wayne Mullen, is he a senator? I think he's a senator. He goes on CNN. And here they're talking about regime change in Iran. And what you're about to see, this even makes Nick Shirley look like fucking Albert Einstein, what you're about to see here. Okay, that's how bad this is. Ready? This is a war on tautologies. Here we go, watch.
No, well, as we know, the president doesn't bluff. He moves on his own time. Everything that he has said, he's able to do. And I believe these will be very coordinated, direct strikes. Remember, our military is always in a position to give the president options. We knew this was a possibility, even though we're not into regime change. We're not. This isn't the Arab Spring like happened underneath Secretary Clinton. But this is the people of Iran standing up to a murderous regime. And if that leadership is going to kill their own people, the president said, we'll come to your rescue.
But you just said you are for regime change here.
No, I said I'm for the strikes. I didn't say...
You said before that you're for taking out the regime.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're the ones murdering their own people. That's different than regime change. The regime change is up to the Iranian people. We're not going actively to remove the regime. We're going after the people that are killing their own people, and that happens to be the regime.
I'm going to take my nuts and put them in a waffle iron and close the thing. And it's going to be... And I'm going to sit there stone-faced like this. And the pain I will experience when I do that won't be 1/5 the pain I experience when I watch this. The existential agony that runs through every cell in my body when I watch this. This motherfucker calls for regime change, and he goes, no, I'm not for regime change, I'm for the strikes. And Colin says, well, you said before that you're for taking out the regime. And he goes, well, absolutely, but that's different than regime change. Taking out the regime is different from regime change. Taking out the regime is different from regime change. I got nothing, bro. I gotta say, you hit a point where things get so stupid that you actually don't know how to respond. Because I don't know how to explain things any simpler than what she said to him there. Wait, if you say you're for taking out the regime, that is by definition regime change. He's like, no. Taking out the regime is not the same thing as regime change. It's just taking out the regime. Like I said, this is a war on tautologies. Usually you bring up a tautology to clarify things in their simplest form. Here, the tautology is right there for him, and he doesn't get it. Yeah. And by the way, this is the sort of cope we've been seeing the right do. Now that Trump has gone fully mask off, I'm a bigger warmonger than even George W. Bush. Call me George W. Trump on steroids and human growth hormone. Now that he's done that, you see all these right-wingers like Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, fucking Michael Knowles, all these people, they're now twisting themselves into pretzels to explain how, we're warmongering now, but it doesn't count. It's warmongering, but it's not warmongering. Right? I want the regime change, but I want to change the regime, but I don't want regime change. That's what they're doing. So now they say goofy shit like, oh, no, you don't get it. It's different. I hated Iraq because that was crazy. That was far away. That's the thing. It was far away. That's why I didn't like it. But if we had done Iraq like right next door to us, that would have been great. That would have been fine. See, it's in our hemisphere. There's one thing here. Oh, it's Venezuela's in our hemisphere. What? It's okay. It's our backyard. No, bitch, that's not our backyard. That's our neighbor's house. What are you talking about? That's not your backyard. It's not yours at all. It's theirs. It's your neighbor's house. Who cares if it's in the hemisphere? Nobody ever said, objecting to the Iraq war, you know, I'm really against this, but the main reason I'm against this is because we're waging this war and it's very far away. I sure do wish this war was closer, then I would really support it. Nobody ever said that. The arguments were, oh shit, no blood for oil. Saddam didn't attack us. He's no threat to us whatsoever. He had nothing to do with 9/11. Why are we doing nation building? These are the arguments. All the same arguments that should apply to Venezuela as well, right? All the same arguments that should apply to Iran as well. But instead, now you got idiots like fucking Andrew Tate. He's out there after getting his fucking shit knocked in by some reality star who doesn't even know how to box. And he took him to task and defeated him. Now he's out there going, yeah, we need to take their shit, man. That's what we're going to do. Nobody can stop us, bro. We're big and we're strong. What is it about these like fucking petty, insecure men that turn to like believe in the most horrifically immoral and atrocious actions imaginable? Is it because you're a little bitch that you feel like, well, I'm going to steal shit I'm going to bomb an 80-year-old Venezuelan grandma and murder her to show you how tough I am after I just got beat up by some reality star guy? Like, what is this? No, I'm not doing regime change. No, you don't get it. I want to change the regime, but that's not regime change. Okay, look, here's the thing. I'm going to have sex, but it's not fucking. That's what I want to do. I'm going to get something to eat, but I'm not going to eat something. Hello? How do these motherfuckers tie their shoes, bro? How do they tie their shoes? How do they live? And if you're an American, no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. If you're an American, if you're supporting this, if you vote for these people, I'm sorry. The sympathy well is dry, bro. Here, this is the sympathy. See this? This is the sympathy box. Oh, I'm sorry. The sympathy box is empty. I'm sorry. It looks like we're all out of sympathy. It looks like we're all out of it. Like, I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. Well, I have no interest. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to try to persuade you. I'm not going to try to convince you. I'm not going to try to change your mind. You are a fucking cancer in this country. That's what you are. If you support somebody who says, I'm for changing the regime, but not regime change, they have no actual substantive argument in favor of what they're doing, so that's what they revert to, right? They've given up. Back in the day, they would have tried to convince you, no, seriously, Iran has weapons that are currently pointed at Cleveland, Ohio, and that's why we got to fight back. They would at least come up with some line of bullshit which would scare some aunties in Ohio to be like, I support the war because I don't want to get attacked. Now they're just like, no, I want to change the regime, not do regime change. Did I convince you? Are you with it yet? I can't, man. I got to listen to this again. And hopefully I don't have an aneurysm on air, which I might.
No, well, as we know, the president doesn't bluff. He moves on his own time. Everything that he has said, he's able to do. And I believe these will be very coordinated, direct strikes. Remember, our military is always in the position to give the president options. We knew this was a possibility, even though we're not into regime change. We're not. This isn't the Arab Spring like happened underneath Secretary Clinton.
Oh, I just caught the other thing. You saw what he did there, right? So, like, if you are in favor of a war and you're Hillary Clinton or a Democrat, that's bad. But if you're a Republican, it's good. He could have said we're not in favor of stuff like, what George W. Bush did in Iraq. He could have said that. He didn't. He brought up Hillary Clinton. So when they do it, bad. When we do it, good.
But this is the people of Iran standing up to a murderous regime. And if that leadership is going to kill their own people, the president said, we'll come to your rescue.
But you just said you are for regime change here.
No, I said I'm for the strikes. I didn't
You said before that you're for taking out the regime.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're the ones murdering their own people. That's different than regime change. The regime change is up to the Iranian people. We're not going actively to remove the regime. We're going after the people that are killing their own people, and that happens to be the regime.
But just to be clear, you support taking out the supreme leader.
If he's the one that's calling these airstrikes or the killings of his own people, then absolutely.
Okay, but that would be regime change.
At that point, the Iranian people have spoke. They want a regime change. It's obviously they want regime change. You see them. The president has warned them, do not kill your own people. He's gave them an opportunity. Right now, if the supreme leader wants to leave. I'm sure Russia will welcome you. But the Iranian people do not want you there. They're tired of your oppression on the Iranian people, and they want their country back.
This guy doesn't even give a fuck about the American people. I'm supposed to believe he cares about the people of Iran. The guys who just overthrew a government in Venezuela and said, we're going to take the oil, we're going to steal the oil, we're going to take that oil. Those guys who are just serving the billionaire class, we're supposed to believe now they care about Americans and Venezuelans and Iranians. The regime that just shot a 37-year-old in the face for the crime of disagreeing with an ICE agent, now they care about us. I also love the irony of there's protests in Iran. We are definitely on the side of those protests. Don't you dare hurt any protesters. Meanwhile, the same day, you get 37-year-old soccer mom shot in the face by ICE thugs and they support that. So if you're protesters here, fuck you, we're going to kill you. If you're protesters in Iran, viva la revolution, we love freedom. God damn it, man. What am I supposed to do with these people? There's nothing I can do with these people. There's nothing. I got nothing, bro. I got nothing. I just can't, man. I just can't. When I hear guys like this speak, I'm like, am I wasting my time? Am I wasting my time? Because, I don't have the ability to speak down as low as his IQ is, I don't have the ability to get through to Nick Shirley. He's too dumb. Mark Wayne Mullen, two first name have an ass, is too dumb. He's too stupid. He's too stupid. So, I don't know. You guys tell me. But it's okay. He just wants to change the regime. That's not the same as regime change. So... Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.